Universal Studios, Scene 1. Hello, boys and girls around the world. My name is Mrs. B, and I'm a teacher in the United States. I'm so glad that you're able to join me today for a very special read aloud. But before we begin, I have a hello song just for you. Hello, boys and girls around the world. Hello, boys and girls around the world. How are you? How are you? I'm glad you're here to read and learn. We know we'll have some fun today. We love school every day. And so will you. I know Mrs. B has a terrible voice, but she wanted to so share a song with all of you. Boys and girls, the book that I've chosen for today is called It's Raining, It's Pouring. It's being performed by Peter, Paul, and Mary. And the person that drew these absolutely beautiful pictures in this book is called an illustrator. And that person is Christine Devenir. Boys and girls, this is called the front or the cover of the book. If we turn it around, this is the back of the book. And if we turn it back to the front, boys and girls, and we look at the title and the picture, what do you think that this story is going to be about? Yes, it's going to be about children. Looks like they're playing in the rain. So they're trying to make a gray day into a play day. How cool is that? But before we begin, in the book they count by fives from 5 to 100. So I want you to practice with me now before we read the story, boys and girls. And at the very end, I have 2 activities for you to do. One is with me and one is at home with your family. So here we go, boys and girls. Let's count by fives, shall we? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good job, boys and girls. Let's do it one more time, shall we? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good job, boys and girls. Now I want you to have your eyes and ears on Mrs. B, boys and girls. Now, do you remember that reading means understanding the author's message in every story that you read, not just calling out some words? And if you cannot answer comprehension questions after reading a page, then you have not truly read anything, boys and girls. So I will have some questions to ask while we were reading. This is called the inside cover, boys and girls. And it looks like it's going to be a gray day. And what kind of tree do you think this is? It's an apple tree. Good job, boys and girls. Boys and girls, when Mrs. B reads, does she read left to right or right to left? I read left to right. I go to the next line and read left to right. Go to the next line and read left to right. And then I go to the next line and read left to right. Good job. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring, bumped his head and he went to bed, and he couldn't get up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. Good job, boys and girls. And it sure is raining. Some people are inside and some people are outside. It looks like they're going to run in to the home. Hey, I got an idea. What do you think Mrs. B's idea is? And in the story, let's make a prediction. A prediction is when you guess what's going to happen next based on what Mrs. B has read so far. So what do you think is the idea? We could all play hide and go seek inside. Now everybody hide and I'll be it. What a wonderful idea to still have some fun while it's raining outside. Look at all those boys and girls. Boys and girls, have you ever played hide and seek? It's fun, isn't it? I picked the most unique hiding places so that nobody could find me. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. And there is the star we are going to wish upon tonight. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He bumped his head and he went to bed, and he couldn't get up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. Mrs. B has a frog stuck in her throat. And look at the dog is coming in. I wonder if he wants to jump into the bed and snuggle. Boys and girls, who knows what this punctuation mark is at the end of the sentence? This dot right here. It's a period. Good job. Oh, and they are hiding a little bit of everywhere. Let's count from 5 to 40 by 5s with Mrs. B. Can you do that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And the person that is looking for everybody that is hiding is counting by 5s. And look at everybody hiding in their hiding places. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. The cat and the fiddle. Here's the dog laughing and the cow jumping over the full moon. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He bumped his head, he went to bed and couldn't get up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. It's okay to rain sometimes, but then sometimes we want to go outside and play, don't we, boys and girls? So it's still raining out there. We say cats and dogs. We left off at 40. Now I want you to start from 45 to 80. Can you do that? And count by fives with Mrs. B. Ready, set, go. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Good job, boys and girls. And it looks like Grandma is doing something in the kitchen. And the cat is reaching for a spoon. And there's the person that is looking for everybody while they're hiding. Won't be my father's Jack. No, I won't be my mother's Jill. I'll be a fiddler's wife and fiddle when I will. And did you notice on every page just about they have a bedtime story that they're telling? And then the children playing over to the other side, boys and girls. Looks like she spilled over a pail of water. And did you know, boys and girls, some of these are very famous nursery rhymes in the story, and I'm sure you've heard them before. So this is a nice treat, all in one book. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He bumped his head, went to bed, and he couldn't get up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day, other day. Now let's start counting by fives we're going to start at 85 to 100. Oh, can you help me, boys and girls? Mrs. B needs some help. 85, 90, 95, 100. Anyone round my base is it? Here I come, ready or not. She's taking the blindfold off of her face over here. And boys and girls, another bedtime story. Boys and girls, what color is this which she's wearing? Red. Good job, boys and girls. And what color is the blanket on the bed? Green. And what color is the pillow? White. Nice job. Bravo. Ollie, Ollie in free. And look at that, boys and girls. There's even animals in the room. Collars outside. You can see them through the window. So many kids in that family. Whew. The end, boys and girls. Now, what did you think of this story? It's raining, it's pouring. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this story, give it a thumbs down. Mrs. B gave it a thumbs up too. I really enjoyed, boys and girls, reading this story to you. All right, we have an activity that you're going to do with Mrs. B, and then I have another activity for you to do with your family at home. Now here is the first one. Remember the rhyming song, it's raining, it's pouring. I want to say it again to you, boys and girls, because I want you to think about and point to the words that have an ing at the end. Ing. That is called a suffix. It's an ending to a word. And I want you to find all the ings. So let's read it again. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He bumped his head and went to bed, and he couldn't wake up in the morning. Where is our first ing word in the first sentence? Raining ends in ing, and if there's another word in that sentence that ends with an ing, can you point to it? Pouring. Good job. Let's go to the next sentence. Snoring. Ing at the end, the suffix. Next sentence, do we have any ing words? Oh, no, we don't. And what about the next one? We don't. And the last sentence. Yes, morning, boys and girls. Good job. So let's count how many ing words we had total in our rhyming song, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you show me 4? We had 4 words that had ing at the end. They had suffix of ing at the end. Now, boys and girls, for your activity at home, I want you to cut out the form of a raindrop, but a big one out of cardboard paper. So big poster board. And then you're going to take a pencil and outline a big raindrop. Then I want you to take some scissors and cut the outline of the raindrop. On the top, I want you to poke a hole so that you can put string through it. And you're going to dip that cardboard into white, light blue, dark blue paint. Then let it dry on top of some newspaper. And then I want you to get some, after it dries the paint, I want you to get some sprinkles and put some, well, before you do that, put some glue all over and then sprinkle the sprinkles on top of the raindrop and shake it off a little bit, excess, and then let that dry. And then you're going to take some string and then you can hang it in your room, or you can take it, if you go to school, you can show your teacher and your classmates. And you can make more than one drop. How cool would that be to be in your room hanging on a rainy night? Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining Mrs. B in her home. This is my office, and this is also my mini classroom. But before we go, I have a special guest for you. Somebody is visiting me and you, and I wonder who it could be. It's Winnie the Pooh. Oh, Winnie the Pooh, thank you for joining Mrs. B and all the boys and girls around the world. Would you like to say goodbye to all the boys and girls? Oh, okay. Boys and girls, Winnie the Pooh and I would like to say thank you for joining us. And reading is fundamental. And I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.